Happy April the 20th, 2023. Well, this is spring, Southeast Texas, getting everything started and going. The salvias have done great for the last 2 years. They actually made it through the weird winter we had. Look at the bees. The bees love them. All type of bees, hummingbirds. So much love them. Anyway, let me take you around the garden and show you what we've got going on, or what I've got going on here. Looks like my elephant ears are coming up, and I planted a crepe myrtle to help do some shade on the patio. West is that way, so our patio gets real hot. In here, doesn't look real great, but it's got hopes. This is zinnias, marigolds, some yarrow, some chamomile. I'm hoping we'll do well. In the pots are marigolds. I started everything from seeds. The Mexican petunias are coming up. The rose I got from Jackson & Perkins, I'm not pleased with it at all. They are sending me 2 new ones. I'm hoping that those will be better. These were sad. I went ahead and planted them, but anywho, I'm hoping that they get them sent to me before the killer summer hits. Okay, let's see here. That's the more salvia. And the bubblegum petunia, which was planted in that pot too, but it's just, some reason it didn't like it there. But it's weird. The salvia is going good in this pot, and not, it's good in that pot. And then the petunia, I guess the petunia is kind of taken from it. So that's what you get. All right, borage. Borage, bees love borage, and I like eating the little flowers. And the rabbits like eating the leaves and the flowers, which help make milk for the babies when they get ready to kit. My lemon tree froze last year, so my honey got me another one, and we're going to keep it in a pot. Now, I use the reflective bubble wrap around the outer part of that black pot that it came in from the nursery, and then I just covered it in burlap, and it seems to be keeping the roots cool, and the plant doesn't have to be watered every single day. Matter of fact, I think I water it about once a week now. And here we have, again, marigolds. They're all French marigolds. This is what I've gone with. Over here, I'm so excited. One is this wonderful dolly my honey made me. And so when my mangoes get big, I can just roll them to where I'm going to be putting them, which will be in the garage, heated up during the cold days, and then back out to get sun and normal life in the warm days, because we have like real warm days and then all of a sudden it freezes. Here is a tote, 250 gallon. We didn't cut it in half, we left it whole, just cut the I think the top off of it, and planted a crepe myrtle, a Tonto crepe myrtle, and did the wicking system in the pot. And I just planted some marigolds on top, which I started from seed as well. I'm so excited. Here is another mango. I can't wait. And then here is Mr. Loki, my loquat. And if you'll notice, I take a big foam board and I cut it down and stick it between 2 pots, and that helps on all these keep that west sun from beating down on the pots and making it where the roots are so hot. Try it, it works. Okay, come on over here and let's see our thornless floricane blackberries. They're doing good. The freeze was pretty rough on them too, but looky here, we do have flowers. And we have some berries growing as well. Matter of fact, I've got a berry right over here I'm keeping my eye on, and I think my mockingbird's keeping an eye on it too. Over here is my grapefruit tree. I think I learned a lesson. When one grapefruit tree dies, do not plant it in the same spot. The grapefruit tree died from a freeze, and then I think the roots all die up in the ground and sap the nitrogen from the plant. So I've had to really pop the nitrogen to that poor little old grapefruit over there. Then you got my snapdragons that I have saved and grown, and they have flowered through even southeast Texas hot summer. And one day I'll show you what I do there to keep those cool loving plants growing all summer long. My herb garden, which took a big hit from the freeze, but it's coming back. We got this right here just come up. It just come up on its own. I did have a plant there last year. It's dill. I've got a little basil going on in there, and some onions, some oregano, some marjoram. The green onions, I just buy them when I bought them at the grocery store. I take the tips and I plant them. And oh, the birds, the bees love, absolutely, and the butterflies love those cones on them. They're flowers. That's my wonderful little rose. It's doing well this year. Oh, let's see here, and some more herbs. I got a little thyme, a little mint, which the doggone insects tried to destroy. Goodness, insects. I love some of them, but some of them I just want to choke. We got some garlic, some cayenne, my satsuma tree. Now, it did not bud out this year. I don't know if it's because of the weather or because my grapefruit has little grapefruits on it. I took most of them off and only letting it have a few. But I did let the swallowtail eat a little, as you can see. So I don't know if it ate my buds off of it or not. If y'all know if it does do that, let me know. Because then I might not let them do as much. Or I might plant a tree especially for them and just go and pop them on it. All right, here is my indeterminate tomatoes. I started from seed. I'm so excited. I mixed in with a little bit of basil, some multiplying onions, some marigolds, and some chive. You can see the chive right there. All right. Oh, these are, well, this is the Big Daddy that come off my other plant. And these are these are primocane, and they are the Arkansas Freedom. And Mr. Texas Prepper, I think is his name, shows how to do this little setup here. So y'all go find him, and if y'all interested, they're wicking for the, I've got to put up my, you see my post there, my T-post. I've got to put those up and run the wires so that way they can hang, but they're not ready yet, so I got a little bit to do on that. Pear trees are coming along. Now this one here had a lot of aphids on it, and oh, well, that one did too. That one had a lot of aphids on it too. However, it also had a lot of ladybug eggs, and now it has no aphids. This one has a lot of aphids on it, but I do see ladybugs running around, so I squished some of the aphids, but I'm leaving some of them on to feed my ladybugs. My garden, I'm so excited. It's doing good, even with this warm days, cool nights. It's crazy. Anywho, these are my determinate tomatoes, and then this is my spinach, which is a hot spinach, and you just kind of pop the leaves off of it, and it does taste a lot like spinach. It's good. It vines, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It just come up from a seed, so here we are. We'll live with it. Okay, determinate tomatoes, all different kinds. I got basil going on, marigolds going on. Here's some plums. They didn't do real good this year because, they didn't produce because I'm thinking it's the weather. They were blooming in January, then we had a freeze. So It was hot and then it was cold. It would be hot and then freeze, hot, freeze. But I guess that's just part of the change of life. Even the earth has its moments. All right, so some more determinate tomatoes. This is my plan. I know you're saying, oh my God, they're so close together. Well, my plan is I'm letting these just grow single stalked. Those in the back are going to be growing, however they grow. And so the plan is that everything will work out great. You just make sure they're getting plenty of nutrients. Got a little alyssum. I think that's how you pronounce it. More basil, because I love the smell of basil. Bell peppers. And yes, because it's been getting a little cold, the hot lovers are a little funky. And I do that, I don't know what it's called, but anyway, I just wrap them around. Maybe you can see that one a little better. It works really nice. My squash, my yellow squash, and then my zucchini. And yes, I have them netted because them dang gum borer moths. I was sitting there last year. I was watering my squash, and I thought, oh, what a beautiful, maybe it was the year before last, what a beautiful bug. And so I watched it, and I took a picture of it and found out what it was, and come to find out it's freaking laying eggs all over my squash, and I'm sitting there watching it. Needless to say, I didn't get any squash that year, and so I tried again planting them and following the directions and all that, spraying and injecting them and picking the bugs off, picking the eggs off. None of that worked for me. I still lost my squash and my zucchini. However, this year I'm hoping a little smarter, and so far so good. I have seen the borer moths, but I have not seen any eggs, so that's a good thing. And I planted them over there last year where the tomatoes are. This year I planted them over here, and I did find a lot of the shells where they come out, their cocoon or whatever it is they come out of. All right, eggplants. Yes, I know everything's tight, but I don't like weeds, and I like to do as much as I can with what I've got, the space I've got. Okay, this, you're wondering, how's that even going to work? Okay, well, my plan is that these, excuse my coffee, will hang over, shade that, and grow and produce fruit. And I'll let them grow till they touch the ground, then I'll cut them off as they touch the ground. So I don't know how much I'll get. I had planted a bunch of tomato seeds because you never know how many is going to come up. And well, you got a lot of tomatoes, you plant a lot of tomatoes. But anyway, that one right there is kind of doing the job. I'm hoping that those right there will do. Jamaican peppers. Oh, those are good. They look like little hats. They're so cute when they grow. But tell you what I do with them. I put them in the freezer whole, and when I fry up catfish or any kind of fish, after it's been cooked, I take the peppers out of the freezer while they're still frozen, and I take a bite of that fish, and then I take a bite of the pepper, and oh my gosh, those are so good. So good. All right, so here's some more eggplant, and then my bell peppers over there, some more tomatoes, and I'm hoping it's gonna droop. These are the Roma determinate tomatoes, and that's the plan. Okay, you see how it's happening here? They're how the wires are going out and the other ones are going up. So that's the plan. That's what we're planning on. Okay, the Romas I did not start from seed, and they're taking a little bit coming on. They were all planted at the same time. Matter of fact, these were a little smaller than these, but I bought these from a nursery, and well, I don't know, they're just not doing that great. I mean, not as good as those. All right, so, and today I put a little bit of, because they've got plenty of leaf growth now, And so now I'm going to start setting in those blooms. So I added a little 0, 10, 10. I'm hoping I did right. And hopefully they'll start blooming a bunch. They do have some blooms on them, but anyway, I think now it's time to start popping the blooms. Getting me some blooms so I can have some tomatoes. Okay. Let's see. Let's go this way. Another plum, and it does have a few little plums on it. Looky there. Yes. Oh, something. No, maybe not. Okay. Thought something had gotten on it. Okay, so that one did do a little bit. Okay, apple tree. It's in its second year, so it's coming on. Oh, look at these. I planted these seeds 2 years ago, and they did nothing. But this year, they came up. So, yeah, they say they'll take over, but whatever. That's okay. And they also say that my Mexican hydrangea will take over. And, yes, they will. You have to just keep pulling. See, they're all over the place. But they're beautiful. They have a big, huge pink cone of flowers on them. And they're just big as saucers. I mean, they're gorgeous. And the hummingbirds and butterflies love them. So, hey, they're free plants. So you can see them coming up in there, too. So my primrose may take over in a lot of areas, but that's okay because I like them. And here we have elderberry that's already blooming. It just came up wild. Here we have spiderwort that's closing up for the day. Another elderberry that's coming up. Don't know if I'll keep it there or not. It is kind of shady there. There's another elderberry over there. And then let's see here, we got ginger coming up. How exciting is that? Here's a chicken yard. Hey girl, where's all my girls at, huh? Where's all my girls at? Y'all resting? Are y'all resting? Yeah, y'all cooped up inside, huh? Oh, my little mama with the babies, where are they at? Where my mama and babies? I gotta show y'all this. Oh, passion vine. Let's stop here real quick. Passion vine that fruiting passion vine. Okay, so the plan is it goes up and over and shades, and I'm gonna. Okay, you'll see I have a shade cloth, but I'm gonna put a cattle panel on top of the shade cloth, and then as the passion flower vine grows up and starts covering, I will peel this away up underneath the cattle panels and let the vine start, as it grows, then I will take off the shade cloth. But until then, this right here is my little book nook. It's where I come out and read, relax, watch the rabbits, watch the chickens. Right now they're not doing anything. Peach trees. The peach tree is doing great. We do have some peaches this year. This is its second year. Yeah, second year. Crazy. Okay, and we just planted this one. And look at it growing. What is that? Michelle Magnolia. It smells like bubble gum. Anyway, Freeze got it. Doggone it. It's right there. But it's coming back, so, oh, it smells so good. It has these little white flowers on them, and they open up, and they look like little bitty, teeny tiny magnolias. And they just smell like heaven. Let's see if we can see the baby chickens. Let's go in here and see if we can see some. There, oh, there mama. Her gonna get me. Her gonna get me. You better get in there. I'm gonna get them babies. Okay, cute story. Y'all ready for a cute story? Are you ready for a cute story? All right, she became broody. She's an ISA brown. They're not supposed to be broody, but she got broody. And so I put eggs under her that were supposed to be fertile, or maybe fertile. And a big old chicken snake was found in here. We never had a snake before. I think it come through there during the day. The people next door were clearing off their land, and I think it moved it on out, and it smelled chickens. So it's like, hey, let me go get some eggs. Anyway, we didn't kill the snake. I like snakes. They serve a purpose. But we moved it two towns over. And so anyway, she was still broody. And he had eaten 6 of her eggs. So I went in and took the eggs out. I said, okay, no eggs. We're not doing this. And so, you know, I probably stepped up here with the little chickens. But so anyway, I said, I wonder if I put chickens under her, little baby chicks, if she'll take them in. And sure enough, she did. And guess what? We got a rooster. It's got to be a rooster because this one's feathers and that one's feathers are totally opposite. So one of them's a rooster, one of them's a hen, and I don't care. If I have to, I'll get that little rooster collar. Hopefully it will work. If not, I'll find somebody that wants him, because I just can't put him in a soup. No. All right, so there's that story. And so if you ever have a broody rooster, well, that's what you do with them. Girls, are y'all here to say hello? Where's my girls? They're tripping out because their normal laying egg place is being inhabited by babies. But they have 2 laying boxes over there, and they still have everything, water, food's right here. So it's they got plenty of places to roam. What they do here is they do my compost. This is my compost. These are my composting girls. These are my composting girls. I put all my leaves out there, all my weeds out there, my rabbit manure, hay, and they just mash it into, look at this. See if you can see. See that darkness? Woohoo, that's good stuff. I don't care who you are. Okay, so let's go. Don't want to make this an all day, all night show. All right, again, passion vine, and yes, those are the wicking buckets. Those I learned off of Leon. You can Google him, Leon Wicking Buckets, and he'll pop up. My first cattle panel trellis. I'm so excited. Yes. Okay, and then this that's growing in here is Kajari melons, which has been a little cold. This one here is not too favorable on it, but he's looking better. They're coming on up, and I'll take these, put them in the ground, and let them vine, and hopefully they will vine over and shade this side, because over here is due west. And so we got that, and then they'll also help shade the strawberries in the summertime when it gets that intensive heat. These are June bearing strawberries. They did look a lot better, but I ended up getting a bug problem, and so I rectified it, and there they are. My little garden. Got a little tomatoes, a little poblano, some jalapeno, and some different type of leaves I feed the rabbits. So that's growing over there. This is a tree that I'm hoping I can bend over. I know, crazy. But the rabbits, they love these leaves. I think it's an ash. They love the leaves. They love it. So it popped up. So guess what? Getting ready for some babies. I got their little nest boxes all airing out, making sure there's no bugs in them or anything. And these are the males over here. And then those are my grow outs over there. And then inside here is mamas and babies. I'm going to show y'all that another time because I have done a lot to it. This. All right, do you see this little trail? This little area here, all this? Okay. Well, I had a friend of mine, Aranya. He mows the yard and weed eats and does little odds and ends for us here. And he had him pile the dirt all up here. Well, I'm like, what do I do with the dirt, I mean, yeah, I could use it in a bed or something, but anywho, blueberry hill. They are loving it. And look at the blueberries. So if you're digging a little trench, pile up your dirt and plant you some blueberries. Make sure it's in the sun. They love the sun. And look at those blueberries. Now this one here, I've had for a few years. It didn't like where it was planted to begin with, but it looks like it's coming on. I mean, the leaves are turning greener, kind of blue-green almost. And anyway, it's producing berries, so hey, you know, you just go with it. It's working. So that's that. Here we have nectarine. Now, guess who likes nectarines? Yes. Persimmon trees. The persimmon tree has blooms on it, a lot of blooms. It's going on. This will be its 3rd year, but it's got blooms. It seems to be loving where it's at now. This is my artichokes. Started from seed, and I'm hoping they're gonna do. I'm hoping, because I want that flower so bad. I'm not a fan of artichoke itself, but just to know if I want an artichoke, I can come out here and get one. These I started from stem cuttings, and so yeah, I'm hoping that the plumera will grow and shade all this and cover all this, because it's not very pretty. Okay, so that's the plan, and in time, as these grow and mature and produce and multiply, I will come out with it around this. Maybe this whole thing will be taken in and done, and then have a little walkway going in. So that's the thing there. This poor little low nectarine tree was attacked by ants. Bad ants. Anyway, I took a water hose and just busted the poo out of them and just soaked it good, and they moved. Anyway, these are supposed to be the huge elephant ears. We'll see. I've got one in there. Those things will grow anywhere, I'm telling you. Some are edible. Oh, there's my lemon tree. Remember me telling you the lemon tree froze? We're going to pot it, keep the other one in a pot so I can bring it in and out. My dirt pile that is slowly going away, that I've used for all this. Okay, guys. So this is just a little bit of an idea of what you can do, what you can grow on not even half an acre. I mean, this is like a quarter of an acre. I think the whole thing's half an acre, a little less than half an acre. So you got a house on it, you got a garage on it, and then this is just the backyard. So then I got a pretty good sized front yard. So hey, this is what you can do too. And it's so pleasurable. It's so pleasurable. I mean, this is my happy spot. I really have no desire to leave. A lot of people don't understand that, but that's okay. I don't care. I like it. So, all right. Well, we're back to where we started from. And next time I'll show you my rabbit tree and some things that we did to it. And so, all right. That's it. Thank you for walking with me and sharing my passion, my love. And I'll be talking to you. Bye-bye.